And every big project, right? There's always one thing, one moment, one encounter you remember for the rest of your life. And when I ran across Canada, that moment was meeting Jack. Jack is 11 years old at the time. He also lives with type 1 diabetes. I'm about halfway through the run. That morning, he shows up on the road with his family just to cheer me up. And what you're seeing on this picture, he's donating, unfortunately not a bottle of Thomasy, he's donating all of his money to support the run. And I'll tell you one thing, it wasn't a lot of money, but he's 10 years old. That's all he has. You're asked to do a lot of sacrifices to be part of this organization, to lead with purpose. Well, look at what he's doing. He's giving everything he has. And Jack was a very old soul. So when I ran across the country, I was always based in the same city for about a week. From there, we went back and forth to the starting point every morning. So myself and the guy who drove the van, I'll introduce him in a little bit, we were, in Jack's family, we were able to do a few dinners. It was wonderful. And of course, about a week later, we had to say goodbye, and that was pretty tough. 2 weeks later, I'm running in Northam, Ontario. I'm hitting the wall. I'm having a very tough time. Between Sault Ste. Marie and Winnipeg, I've got about 1,700 kilometers. When you run, that's 2 months. There's about 4 houses in between those two cities. And at one point, the escort vehicle comes right next to me. The windows are rolled down, and I can hear Jack's voice. And it was Jack, after school, who decided to call. And the questions he's asking, he's 10 years old. Are you sleeping well? Are you eating well? And Jack calls back every single week till the end of the run. At the end of the run, Jack flies with his family across the country to be in Vancouver on the finish line. So when people ask, was there ever a time when I felt like not finishing the race, like giving up? I had very dark days physically and mentally, but never I even considered stopping the race. Why? Because of this. Purpose. That is the ultimate fuel. Let me repeat one thing. I am not a gifted athlete. How do you find the fuel to run a marathon a day for 9 months? It wasn't in training, it was in purpose. When the reason why you do what you do is bigger than the obstacle, that's the ultimate fuel. I learned that sometimes it's not so much the car you get that's important. What's important is the type of gas you put in it. And that is absolutely, absolutely key. You start with that, you lead with that, you recruit with that.